In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all.
Which way is swinging that thing, Darren?
Oh, it's just not right.
I think you look great, Darren. You look like just like a real ranger.
Yeah, well, I'm supposed to be Gandalf. The wizards in the books had robes that were white, grey or brown, not black.
Oh, it's all right, Darren. I'll just take it off and you don't have to worry about it.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It's okay.
Watch where you're putting that thing.
In Lord of the Rings, Aragorn's quest, the famous story is retold by Samwise Gamgee, Frodo's dearest friend.
Yeah, but answer me this, guys. Were there any Balrogs in the Battle of the Black Gate of Mordor?
Negative, Hex. I believe the Fellowship encountered the Balrog in the mines of Moria.
A Balrog? There weren't any Balrogs at the Black Gate. That was in Moria, silly.
Well, you know, it's a sort of best-of retelling of the story, so you can let a few of those inaccuracies go.
Speak for yourself, Barger.
Sam is telling the story to his son, who is also named Frodo, and Hobbiton is where you'll start the game, learning how to swing a sword and wield a bow. Whenever you sit down to one of Sam's storytelling sessions, however, you'll play out the scene as the mighty Aragorn.
A day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day. This day we fight!
Yeah, it's a clever way of working a tutorial system in there for the player without having to noobify the character of Aragorn too much, because we all know Aragorn is one of the best swordsmen in Middle-earth and he doesn't need any help reminding how to fight.
Gotta say, Hexo, when I picked this up, I was hoping for a new adventure, you know, maybe Aragorn as King of Gondor and, even donning the Ranger outfit once again, but no, it's pretty much the same story, just retold by Sam.
Yeah, but it's a story we all know and love. I mean, it does mean that there's no surprises, really, but we play this game because we love the story and we want to relive it. We reviewed the Wii version, so it gave us the chance to do a bit of Wiimote hacking and slashing, which I don't mind every now and again, but like most Wii sword fighting games, it gets repetitive quite quickly.
Yeah, I found I often favoured the shield bash over the sword fighting just because it took less effort to shake the nunchuck than shake the Wiimote, and so most of my battles just ended up me persistently shield bashing the enemy until they fell over.
Yeah, I did that too. Although I do like the Wiimote used as an archery tool though. I think it's a really good use of that kind of precision, especially when taking out winged enemies. I also liked changing my shield to the torch because some enemies were more susceptible to fire, like spiders or wolves, and you can burn through spiders' webs, so it was really cool.
Your main missions are marked on the map, but you can also go on side quests, which will reward you with buffs and potions. These quests encourage exploration, and it's worth exploring too, because some nice thought has been put into the design of the world. This is a good-looking game.
Yeah, all the characters in the game actually look like the actors from the film. I mean, if a little blocky. Sean Astin as Samwise Gamgee is the only actor that's recorded new voice work for the game, though. All the other characters' dialogue has just been ripped straight from the film, so it doesn't quite flow the way it should.
Yeah, it's kind of like someone's just put play and then hit pause on a DVD. The quality's really bad.
Every time a character needs to talk, it's just, if you want him, come and claim him.
I've been looking for you for 2 days.
The elf, Arwen, seemed to know Strider, and she understood our plight at once.
He's passing into the Shadow World.
We must get him to my father.
I was happy to find that the game was quite challenging in parts, but is best played in co-op in my opinion. A second player can join you at any time throughout the game as Gandalf, who has his wicked staff to take on orcs and goblins, can cast shielding spells and heal Aragorn, and help him out in combat just generally. This is one of those games where it really pays off to work as a team, and while I didn't mind plodding through on my own, I had much more fun when you and I were playing together, Darren.
Affirmative. Gandalf's magical attacks have a much wider area of effect, so he's really useful when you get swamped. You shall not pass!
You shall not pass!
I like that you could just push A at any time and then you could see where you need to go with that glowing trail. I thought that was good, Hex. Without that, I'd probably get quite lost. But the camera control for co-op, it's in that locked screen and it's so frustrating.
Ugh, I know. We were fighting for camera control so much of the time. I wanted to go one way and get some health. You wanted to go on the other side of the screen and kill some goblins. So frustrating. It was like a tug of war. Come back this way.
No, I want to go this way.
Barjo, just come back this way for 1 second.
No, look at this over here.
No, stop it! The action and exploring elements of the game were pretty good on the whole, and the way the character dialogue was presented, it almost had a kind of Ocarina of Time element to it, although there weren't really many puzzles. I would have preferred more puzzles. So you spend most of your time sort of honing your sword swinging and arrow skills. Darren, will you stop that?
I'm a wizard.
Final thoughts?
I think if it had some better puzzles, that would have been more interesting, but I had a pretty good time here. I'm giving it 7 out of 10 rubber chickens.
No, I really enjoyed... Oh, can we just swap places just so I can give my conclusion? And then you can deal with the...
What's wrong with you, Darren?
I'm a wizard.
Well, I really enjoyed playing in co-op when we weren't fighting with the camera, so it's a shame that that part wasn't dealt with better. But, you know, overall, I think they followed the story well, and I had a good time with it too, so I'm giving it 7 out of 10 rubber chickens.
Quite a strong grip you've got there, Badge.
Thanks very much.